Hello everyone, welcome to TOLCNR. Prabhat. Good morning, friends. In this video, we will see labor and industrial laws. Total four questions asked under this examination. First question is, what is the maximum period for which any woman shall be entitled to maternity benefit under the Maternity Benefit Act 1961? A option is 6 weeks, B option is 8 weeks, C option is 12 weeks, and D option is 26 weeks. D option is correct, 26 weeks. 26 weeks is the maximum period for which any woman shall be entitled to maternity benefit under the Maternity Benefit Act 1961, right? Next question, for what duration is a woman entitled to leave with wages for tuberculosis operation as per the Maternity Benefit Act 1961? A option 2 weeks, B option is 4 weeks, C option is 6 weeks, and D option is 8 weeks. A option is correct, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a woman entitled to leave with wages for tuberculosis operation as per the Maternity Benefit Act 1961, right? Next question, what should be the minimum number of workers originally employed in any factory for having at least one certain in the factory as per the Factories Act 1948? Option A 100 workers, option B 150 workers, option C 200 workers, option D 250 workers. Option D is correct, 250 workers. 250 workers should be the minimum number of workers originally employed in any factory for having at least one certain in the factory as per the Factories Act 1948, right? Next question, who among the following is not included in the definition of workman as per the Industrial Dispute Act 1947? First option, a supervisor drawing monthly salary of 6,000. B option, a supervisor drawing monthly salary of rupees 8,000. And C option, a supervisor drawing monthly salary of 10,000. And D option, a supervisor drawing monthly salary of rupees 12,000. Option D is correct. A supervisor drawing monthly salary of 12,000 is not included in the definition of workman as per the Industrial Dispute Act 1947, right? Next question, the text of certified standing orders shall be prominently posted by the employer in and in the language understood by the majority of his workmen. Option A Hindi, option B English, option C Devanagari script, and option D language specified in 8th schedule of the Constitution. Option B is correct, English. Next question, a person who has ultimate control over the affairs of the factories under Factories Act 1948 is called as first option occupier, B option managing director, C option chairman, and D option manager. Option A is correct, occupier. A person who has ultimate control over the affairs of the factories under Factory Act 1948 is called as occupier, right? Next question, what is the primary purpose of Employees Provident Funds and Miscellaneous Provision Act 1952? First option, to provide medical benefit to employees. B option, to ensure timely payment of wages. C option, to provide retirement benefit to employees, and D option, to regulate working conditions. Option C is correct, to provide retirement benefit or benefit to employees is the primary purpose of the Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952, right? Next question, which of the following is a welfare provision under the Factories Act 1948? First option canteens, B option restrooms, and C option creches, and D option all of the above. Right option is D, all of the above. Canteens, restrooms, creches are a welfare provision under the Factories Act 1948, right? Next question, the payment of bonus act 1965 applies to every factory and establishment employing how many or more persons? First option 10, second option 20, and third option 30, D option 50. B option is correct, 20. Next question, what is the maximum number of hours a worker can work in a week as per the Factories Act 1948? First option 40 hours, B option 44 hours, C option 48 hours, D option 52 hours. Option C is correct, 48 hours is the maximum number of hours workers can work in a week as per the Factories Act 1948, right? Next question, what act provides for the payment of compensation to workers for injuries sustained during employment? Option A, Employees State Insurance Act 1948. Option B, Workmen's Compensation Act 1923. Option C, Payment of Wages Act 1936. Option D, Maternity Benefit Act 1961. Option B is correct, Workmen's Compensation Act 1923. Act provides for the payment of compensation to workers for injuries sustained during employment, right? Next question, what is the primary objective of the Industrial Employment Standing Orders Act 1946? Option A, to regulate the employment of women. Option B, to define the terms and conditions of employment. And option C, to provide social security to workers. And option D, to promote industrial peace. Option B is correct, to define the term and conditions of employment is the primary objective of the Industrial Employment Standing Orders Act 1946, right? Next question, which of the following is a key feature of the Factories Act 1948? First option, regulation of working hours. B option, provision of health and safety measures. C option, welfare provisions for workers. D option, all of the above. D option is correct, all of the above. Regulation of working hours, provision of health and safety measures, and welfare provision for workers are a key feature of the Factories Act 1948. Next question, under the Minimum Wages Act 1948, who has the authority to fix minimum wages? Option A, central government. Option B, state government. And option C, both central and state government. D option is Supreme Court. Option C is correct, both central and state governments. Next question, which act regulates the working conditions of contract labor in India? Option A, Factories Act 1948. Option B, Minimum Wages Act 1948. Option C, Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Act 1970. And option D, Industrial Employment Standing Orders Act 1946. Option C is correct, Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Act 1970 regulates the working conditions of contract labor in India. Next question, what is the minimum number of workers required for the application of Industrial Dispute Act 1947? Option A 10, option B 20, option C 50, option D 100. Option B is correct, 20. 20 is the minimum number of workers required for the application of the Industrial Dispute Act 1947, right? Next question, which of the following is not a type of industrial dispute? First option is strike, second option lockout, third option layoff, and D option promotion. Option D is correct. Promotion is not a type of industrial dispute, but strike, lockout, layoff are a type of industrial disputes. Next question, the Trade Union Act in India came into force in which year? First option 1926, B option 1936, C option 1946, and D option 1956. Option A is correct, 1926. The Trade Union Act in India came into force on 1926, right? Next question, which international organization is responsible for setting international labor standards? Option A, World Trade Organization WTO. B option, International Labour Organization ILO. C option, United Nations. And D option, International Monetary Fund IMF. Option B is correct, International Labour Organizations. International Labour Organization is responsible for setting international labor standards, right? That's all for today. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.